WellAndrea from WellAndrea, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about why it can be very tempting to do too much too soon. And this can really happen to people who are new to exercise or new to a particular type of exercise, and also people who have been working out for a really long time. And I observe this in myself all the time. I have been working out for many, many decades, and when I get in trouble with doing too much of something, it is usually a movement that I have done before. And oftentimes it's a movement then that I take a break from for whatever reason it is. And it doesn't have to be a complicated movement. It can be something simple as walking. So I like to walk. I walk every day. I usually go on at least 3 walks in the morning, midday, and evening. But my steps vary widely throughout the year because they really depend on how much I teach and work on other projects. And so when I'm very busy, I usually average about 8,000 to 12,000 steps. And when I teach less and work on fewer projects, I really like to get 20,000 steps or sometimes more. And so oftentimes, actually, the way my year is I am extremely busy and then sort of have really a lot more time, usually sometime in the summer. It's like well into the summer usually, and at that time I have a tendency to do too much too fast because probably right before that time my steps are at about 8,000 steps a day. And once I have the time, I get so excited. So the first day that I have a lot less to do, I will get 20,000 steps and it will feel great. And my body won't be too surprised because, I do get 20,000 steps throughout the year, for several weeks, several times. But it probably has been, maybe 5 months since that happened last at that point. And so the first day of 20,000 steps is no problem. The second day, I probably will make arrangements with a friend to go on a challenging hike. That's probably long, so I will probably get 20,000 steps again, and then also add like a lot of elevation and hills, and so there will be all of that. And so anyway, once I do this for about a week, it will add up and it will be too much. And in my body, this shows up usually in some pain and discomfort that originates from my right ankle, because I had a very serious ankle injury when I was 16. It required surgery. The surgery didn't go all that well, and I really had issues with that for decades. I have improved my ankle and my movement patterns, and therefore my pain in my knee and my hip tremendously over the last couple of years. And I'm really, when I am reasonable about my workouts, I am now pain-free, and I'm very thankful for that. But when I make not the smartest decisions and push it too much too quickly, that shows up again as pain. So I try to learn from that, but oftentimes I'm still not as reasonable as I should be. And so the reason this really becomes problematic is that my body is just not used to these loads, which all of a sudden, even though it's just walking, it's maybe twice the amount of steps in a day. And there will be some fatigue then, right? And so when you're fatigued, maybe my movement patterns aren't as good. Many other reasons for that. So I think this is just a reminder that when you're changing things, when you add things, when you start a new program, start slower than you think you should. So, because you really want to avoid injuries, and you especially want to avoid injuries the older we get, because the older we get, the more important it is actually that we move consistently and that we stress our body consistently. And if we are injured, we just cannot do that, right? So add things slowly. So for my walks, it will be much better if I maybe, add 3,000-4,000 steps at a time. But, do that for a couple days, then maybe also have a day where I go down to 10,000 steps. And so add it slowly over a couple weeks and I will be good to go. And I won't have pain and I won't have swelling and all of the things. And it will be so much better for me. So I hope I will listen to my own advice in a few weeks when this situation shows up. I'm not sure I'm that hopeful that I really will listen to myself, but I hope you listen to me or at least think about it. Have a great day, keep moving, and don't do anything extreme. Add movement slowly. Your body will thank you, and in the long run, it will benefit you so much. Bye now.